It's strange how ordinary mornings can hide the start of something life-changing. That day began like any other. Coffee brewing, sunlight spilling through the curtains, and the quiet rhythm of two people who had stopped really talking. My wife, Laura, sat across from me at the kitchen table, scrolling on her phone while I read through some work emails. The silence wasn't peaceful anymore. It was heavy, filled with things neither of us said. When I finally asked, "You okay?" she didn't even look up. "I'm fine," she said flatly. I'd learned long ago that fine never meant fine. I mentioned I had a client meeting later that morning, and that maybe we could grab lunch after. She sighed, still not looking at me. "Can we not do this today?" she muttered. "Do what?" I asked. "Pretend like everything's normal," she snapped. I set my phone down, feeling the sting of her tone. "I'm just trying to talk to my wife," I said quietly. She laughed, a short, cold sound, and shook her head. "You know what? My day would be better without you." The words hit harder than I expected. I just stared at her, waiting for some hint of a joke, a smirk, a sign that she didn't mean it. But there was none. She just went back to her phone. So I stood up, grabbed my keys, and said, "Then I won't ruin it for you." She didn't stop me. Didn't look up. I walked out without slamming the door, without anger, just a strange, empty calm. I drove aimlessly for a while, the radio murmuring in the background. Part of me wanted to believe she'd text, that she'd call, that maybe she'd realize what she'd said. 15 minutes passed before my phone finally buzzed. Her name flashed on the screen. At first, I didn't answer. Then I saw the second call. Then a third. I finally picked up, expecting another argument. Instead, I heard her crying. "Daniel," she gasped, "please come home." My heart dropped. What happened? She was barely breathing through her words. There was smoke. Something shorted in the kitchen. The toaster caught fire. I tried to put it out, but I panicked. I'm outside now, the fire department's coming. I turned the car around without thinking. When I got there, I saw the small crowd outside our house and Laura sitting on the curb, wrapped in a blanket. The firemen were already inside, making sure everything was under control. The kitchen window was blackened, and the air smelled of smoke and burnt plastic. She looked up the moment she saw me and burst into tears. "I'm sorry," she sobbed, burying her face in her hands. "I didn't mean what I said. I was just angry." I knelt beside her. "You're okay?" She nodded, trembling. "I'm fine. When you left, I realized how quickly everything can go wrong. 1 second you were gone, and the next I thought I'd never see you again." The firefighters came over to say the damage wasn't too bad, just the counter, some cabinets, and the toaster. But the sight of our home like that, scorched and fragile, mirrored exactly what we'd become. Later, after everyone left, the house was quiet again. We sat on the couch, the smell of smoke still lingering. "I shouldn't have said that," Laura whispered. "You didn't deserve it." I took a deep breath, staring at the floor. "You're right," I said softly. "But maybe it's good that you did." She looked at me, confused. "What do you mean?" "I think we've both been pretending for a while," I said. "You're angry, I'm tired, and we keep burying it under routines. But today showed me how fragile everything really is. Us, this house, everything we built. Maybe we need to fix what's broken before it burns down completely." Her eyes filled with tears again, but this time not from panic. "I want to," she said. "I don't want to keep living like strangers." That night, for the first time in months, we talked. Really talked. Not about chores or bills or work, but about the things that scared us, the way we drifted, the loneliness sitting between us even when we were in the same room. It was messy and painful, but honest. Over the next few weeks, something changed. We made small efforts, breakfast together without phones, walks in the evening, messages in the middle of the day just to say something kind. Every so often, I'd catch her watching me with that quiet guilt still in her eyes, and I'd just smile. We were healing, not perfectly, but together. Months later, she admitted something. "When I said my day would be better without you," she whispered, "I didn't mean it. I just wanted to hurt you before you could hurt me. But when that fire started, it felt like the universe was showing me what life without you would actually look like." I didn't say anything then, just held her hand tighter. Because sometimes, it takes losing a piece of your world to realize how much of it you truly love. Now, every morning when she hands me my coffee, she says, "Stay safe, okay?" And every time I think back to that day, to the moment I walked out, and to how 15 minutes later, everything changed. Some lessons come quietly. Others arrive in smoke and flames. But all of them remind you of one thing: never take peace, or people, for granted.